If you watch my Cyberpunk 2077 videos regularly, you might occasionally hear the phrase, Kazuliski is the best Euro solo in the business. What does that mean exactly? What is the difference between the solos you shall find in the night city of Cyberpunk 2077 and a Euro solo? Finally, is Kazuliski secretly an angel? Let's find out in this Cyberpunk 2077 lore video. Picture driving through the streets of beautiful St. Moritz, Switzerland in your Porsche or Jaguar. Vacationing shoppers dressed in coats of mink and ermine glance at you with fashionable polychromed eyes. Above you, ospreys float through the air like dragonflies, transporting the rich to private chalets on mountain summits. You arrive at the club. One look at your EBM Gold card, and you are through the door. Your suit and tie alone would cost an average American solo's a month's salary. In fact, you are underdressed. You are surrounded by the sophisticated and beautiful people you can only read about in these scream sheets, whose images are flaunted nightly in online videos. They dance under pulsating chromatic lights, moving to a common rhythm, ignoring you. The hostess leads you to a back room. You kick in your optics, for the darkness is total. Strains of Beethoven's Ninth play in the background, there by an alcove in the wall. They lounge on silk pillows, sipping cognac in Silovitz, dining on fine cuisine. Their clothes are silk, all custom designed. The cool fire of gemstones the size of walnuts glitter on fingers, necks and ears. Lips edged with a hint of scorn laugh at private jokes. Chromed limbs waver under infrared light. You take your seat. They have been expecting you. They are the elite. Welcome to the world of the professional European mercenary. The Eurosolo, the educated aristocrats of combat, honourable and cultivated artists of death. They have never lived in the streets, they have never fought in the wars or done time. They are the best of the best and know it. We are not talking about the solos you find walking the streets of Night City, who for the most part clawed their way up to the top. The cities of the Euro Economic Community, or ECC, are clean and well patrolled. There are no combat zones to transform kids into veterans. There is only one breeding ground for solos in Europe, and that is the corporations themselves. Even in civilized Europe, corporate conflicts are rampant, and there is work aplenty for those with talent. However, unlike America, most black operations are done in-house by company professionals. The pay is first-rate, and the benefits enable most covert operatives to enjoy an enviable lifestyle. But these Eurocorp jockeys are unimportant. For the first-tier jobs, vital extractions, infiltrations, and wet operations, the companies of the ECC turn to the free agents, those solos who became good enough to buy their way out of lifetime contracts and go freelance, selling their services to the highest bidders on the common market. Eurosolos are a different class, very different. They attend the top academic institutions such as Oxford or Cambridge. Only then are they selected for training if they have the right temperament and demeanour. Their training, at least 2 years in a corporate or government covert operations school, is rigorous. They learn as much about psychology and culture as the actual mechanics of death dealing. After their training, Eurosolos will be gradually immersed in their work. A little security work here, a few gentle ops as part of a team there, maybe some time as a bodyguard. If they show promise, they will get even more training and more enhancements before being sent on to real work. There is a certain code of conduct or etiquette that allows one to distinguish a Eurosolo from others involved in the profession. Amongst the Eurosolos, honour and sportsmanship are qualities reserved for the rich veterans dining on caviar in St. Moritz. They are not above eliminating those who traffic in lies and deceit without a second thought, holding such individuals in utter contempt. Honour is not just a word, it's a way of life. Eurosolos rarely show off cyberware or weaponry. Cyberware isn't too popular in Europe, so those who have a lot receive an excessive amount of unwanted attention. Publicly visible weaponry can often get you arrested. Secondly, dress well. Unless you absolutely need to dress down as cover, wear the best you can afford. Forget about samurai jackets and the like. A Eurosolo will be wearing the best suits from natural fibers. The Eurosolos are a select group consisting of around 100 individuals. To find them, and they never go looking for work, you will need to search the casinos in Monte Carlo, the beaches in southern France, and the slopes in Switzerland or perhaps even Poland. The elite are rich. The elite are beautiful. They can pick and choose the work they like, for they are always in demand. Between jobs, they can be found enjoying life in the playgrounds of Europe, rubbing elbows with their compatriots, trading stories and brokering information, keeping track of who is on top, who is the best. The accumulation of wealth and prestige are the only things important to these elite Euro solos. They are shrewd in business. They consider themselves members of a civilized profession, many times refusing contracts which would bring them into conflict with their friends and relations. These high-tech mercenaries look down upon their North American counterparts, much in the same way that you would sneer if a street rat tried to give a lecture on ethics. Eurosolos are rich, but they are no less professional. Many have private training facilities and devote as much time to training as they do to spending their money. They have friends in many corporations and are known to carry exotic, deadly, often unique cyberware. If your average American street samurai is a barroom brawler, then the Eurosolo is an Olympic-trained boxer. They are confident and self-assured and utterly ruthless when dealing with their enemies. Eurosolos have access to the most advanced medical facilities in the world, and many have accounts at the black medicine clinics of Sweden and Denmark. Cyberpsychosis is virtually unknown among Eurosolos, and the secrets of their health are closely guarded. Two factions are synonymous with the Eurosolo: the Cyber Circle and the Angels. What does a Eurosolo with time on their hands and money to burn do for entertainment? If they are looking to build their reputations and they have the talent to survive, many register their names on the Euronet with the Cyber Circle. Only a rumor years ago, the Cyber Circle is now a known organization throughout Europe. The Cyber Circle is a way for the elite to hone their skills against the most challenging opponents they can find: each other. A freelancer with a reputation will eventually uncover information on registration and the rules. When a solo is between jobs, they put the word out on the net. They are given a single name and a location. The rest is up to them. This is not a contest of assassins. The rules of the game stipulate that a participant must seek out their target and challenge them to single combat. The rules prohibit backstabbing. At the issue of the challenge, either solo has the option of conceding without a major loss in reputation. If a challenge is accepted, the combatants agree to any personal rules. A fight will either continue until first blood, first major injury, or on rare occasions to the death. Opponents will fight at the location of the challenge using whatever weapons they have at their disposal. Preparation both on the part of the hunter and the hunted is of utmost importance. No netrunners ever hacked their way into the Cyber Circle net files and lived to tell about it. It is suspected that many European and some Asian corporations receive copies of the Cyber Circle standings and use these for the basis of selecting freelancers for important assignments. Rumor has it that a few famous American solos have managed to gain a spot on the Cyber Circle, perhaps even Morgan Blackhand. As for the Angels are in a class by themselves. Perhaps you have heard mention of them in the shadowy recesses of some corporate boardroom. Even the best of the freelance Eurosolos speak of the Angels in terms of respect. These are truly the best of the best. There are rumoured to be no more than a dozen of these enlightened combat masters. Their names are a mystery. It is said that the Angels live in the glittering towers in the Euro Crystal Palace at L5, low Earth orbit. Their assignments are as elusive as their names. No company is yet to admit to hiring one of the Angels or to having been one of their targets. No doubt a company targeted by the Angels would quickly see its stock value drop through the floor. Ask the Eurosolos and they will tell you that the Angels move in a blur, silently, and with an unimaginable grace. Their weapons are advanced and lethal. Their trademark, a gold halo on a field of stars, is well known, but has never been seen planetside. It's even been implied that yours truly might be an angel, discreetly operating in Night City on behalf of undisclosed clientele. Are these combat legends simply a myth? No one knows for sure. Some say that the Angels created the Cyber Circle to recruit new members into their fold. One thing is certain: If you meet an angel in Cyberpunk 2077, it might be the last thing you see. Thank you for chipping in.